Hey guys, Chris here from The Ultimate Recycler. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 4 of our How to Sell Online series. Mostly about eBay, but every now and again I use Marketplace and some other methods of selling, and I'll just include all of my online sales techniques and tips and tricks in this series. I won't necessarily touch on any particular area unless someone asks specifically for some information. In the last episode we did discuss fees on eBay. So we'll just touch base with how things are going. Very shortly we'll watch the Honda motorcycle indicators, the 1970s ones that I put on recently. We'll watch that auction finish and see how that goes. We'll also have a look at how some of my other auctions are going. So each week, or at least each episode, we shall check in with how my results are going, whether the prices got what I expected them to get, and whether there was some disappointments or very exciting auction finishes. And also we've listed a couple of other things from a recent unboxing video where I do an unboxing from my emergency storage shed. And often when I find things that say I'm going to put these on eBay, well, this series is the series that shows you how they go. This weird looking crab thing turned out to be a distributor and the Bakelite cap from a 1940s flathead V8, a Ford V8 engine. It's second-hand. The distributor's quite dirty, but the cap itself, well, it's second-hand as well, but it can't get it off now. It does clip on there. It cleaned up quite well, so we've listed that online, and we'll see how that's going. The other thing I've listed is this little Bakelite spark plug cap. It's branded Champion. I've gone fishing with this one, and I will explain some of my eBay strategies as we look at different auctions. I've started these both at the same price, both at $60 as an auction. So we'll check them out, and I'll talk a little bit more about why I list things the way I do. So first of all, let's have a look at how those indicators finished. The time has come now to watch the end of this auction of the Honda indicators that I put on eBay 10 days ago. We have 30 odd seconds left. It got one bid at $60 the first night I put it up. It hasn't had any more action. I'm hoping there's a sniper or two. There's 5 people watching it. It actually says 5 have added this to their watch list, and I think it's had about 110 views to the page. So 15 seconds to go. I don't know if anyone will jump on it, but if I sell it for 60, I'm happy. I'll get my around about 50 bucks. The guy's put an extra bid on it, the same guy, because the price didn't move. Any snipers from anyone else? 1 second to go. Auction has finished. Okay, so the guy won it for $60. I'm happy that it sold. I wonder what he upped his bid to. It probably tells me that if I had have listed it at $80 or maybe even $100, I might have still had his bid. But that's okay. I'm happy to get my $50 or thereabouts back on it. Very good. I've got to find out where he's from. Hopefully, actually, he's nearby and you can pick it up to save me posting it. Because postage is quoted at $18.95 here. That's within this local area. It would be much more expensive if I had to send it the other side of Australia. And of course, as I've mentioned in the last video, eBay calculates fees including the postage figure. So depending on where he's from, it actually will vary the amount of fees I pay. But I'm going to get close to 50 anyway. Happy with that. Okay, it's now about a week later. Our Honda indicators have landed at the buyer's place. It actually says delivered here. And if we click on our feedback, the guy was nice enough to leave me feedback. Not everyone does, and I try and leave feedback for my buyers. Sometimes it's a little bit late because I get busy, but he's left item as described, fast postage, great communication, great parts that are greatly appreciated. Thank you, 5 stars. So that in all is a great feedback. So thank you very much to, I think his name was Ben, and he got a good buy. He was very happy with the price and obviously with the item. So that's worked out well there. Now, our current listings. Let's duck up here to our selling and sold category, and we'll go to active, and I'll give you an update on what's going on with them. Our Dyson vacuum cleaner assembly has got one bid for $60. There is 2 days and 8 hours left, so we will tune in probably in the next episode and watch that finish. Our Ampol tin has had 5 bids and it's up to $71. Again, there's 2 days and about 8 hours left. Look at that, 175 views, 26 watches. So even the Dyson vacuum cleaner has 12 watches. So that's good. The more watches you have, the more likely there is of someone trying to snipe it at the end, and the price can go up quite substantially sometimes. So as I mentioned in the last video, I expect this Ampol tin could make around 100. It's well on its way, so that's great. I'm happy just to get the one bid on the vacuum cleaner, given that it was in the e-waste, so I got it for nothing, and someone hopefully will make use of the parts or repair it. But look, with 12 watches, it may go higher. Now, what else is going on? Well, we did list this Champion spark plug cap or boot at $60, and it's had 5 views. There's no watches, no bids. It's actually been on for about 6, nearly 7 days, so it's only got 3, nearly 4 days to go. Not very much interest in that, and that's one of these items that I've gone fishing with. I don't expect to have a bidding war. There's very few people going to be interested in this. Let's have a look at the listing. And you'll see I've done lots of good photos. Managed to get the light just right for some reflection on the Bakelite. Shows all angles. And again, as I said, I don't expect there's going to be a bidding war for this. It's a matter of finding that one person that's restoring an old 50s era motorbike or something that needs one of these. So if this finishes with no bids, and we will watch the end of it, I will relist it as a buy it now for 60 and just leave it sit on eBay for now. So that's my strategy with that one. Postage is going to be $11.30, and that's in a satchel, so that's Australia wide. It's because it just has to go in a decent sort of box or satchel, because otherwise it's going to get broken or lost. And yet the other item that we listed, the distributor has had no bids again, but it has got 2 watches and there's 10 views on it. This might sell at auction, but again, if it doesn't, I will list it as a buy it now and leave it sit there until the right person finds it. Same price on postage. Oh no, at $14.80. I think it has to go in the next size satchel, but that's a fixed price Australia wide. And as I always put in my descriptions, if we scroll down here, pickup is welcome from my shop in the Gambia. So sometimes someone from Melbourne might spot it and think, oh, well, we're going up to Nagambie in a couple of weeks, and save himself postage. So we'll see how it goes. We will watch the end of the auction, but not a lot of interest. More a specialist item here. Not everyone's going to want one of these. You obviously have to have the right vehicle for it and have a need for one. But that's where eBay's good, to try and find those people. The only other thing we've got ticking over here is this brand new Samsung Galaxy smartwatch, which I mentioned in the first episode of this series. It was a freebie. It was a promotion when I bought my new Samsung phone. They retail at nearly $700. I've listed it as a buy it now because I could establish pretty much what it's worth, and it's only got 9 days left to go out of the 30-day listing, and then it will automatically relist. If it gets to the end of the, well, if it gets through another 9 days with no buyers, I will list it at 400. I'll drop the price to 400. And then, you know, we're still early November, so in the lead up to Christmas, perhaps we'll find a buyer at 400. But look, it still may sell at 450. There are 3 watches on it, and there's 69 views, so people are finding it. It's just a matter of finding that right person that is after one and knows what they're worth retail and figures this will be a good buy. So that's what's going on my eBay site at the moment. A bit of action, not a great deal, but I'll keep listing things and I'll keep reporting to you guys, and you can see how they're going. The next couple of things to list will be this early 70s Chrysler Valiant wiper motor, which we unboxed from an unboxing of about a month or so back now. I need to get back onto that, so we'll try and get that on soon, and we'll look at that listing in the next episode. And also, one of my subscribers advised that this early Makita plane, electric plane, it's a smaller model. When I say early, it might be 1970s or 80s, but it's a smaller model, and apparently they're quite sought after, so we'll probably give that a go on eBay as well, just to feel the waters, see if we can find a buyer. I'll list these fairly high because I don't like going to the post office for only a few dollars. You know, if something sells for 40 or 50, it's worth my time to package it and take it to the post office. We will discuss that in a bit more detail in a future episode. I am considering selling some lower value stuff, but there's some reasons why, and I will talk about that, I think, probably in 1 or 2 episodes. I've got a heap of these chargers and power packs. They're from all sorts of things. Some of them are 5 volt, some are 6, some are 9, some are 12. They're just your standard wall charger that suit all sorts of things. Some of them are a generic brand and some of them are branded, so they might have a bit more value. But I'll talk about that in another episode, because I've got to work out exactly how I'm going to do it that's viable for me for my time. So, all right, we'll finish this episode up now. Thanks for watching. Let me know any questions you have on eBay or any other marketing online for that matter, and I might be able to address them in a future video. Catch you later. Bye for now.